today's video, we are reacting to the worst cellmate ever. You know what I'm saying? Based off the seeing my title and thumbnail, it's probably gonna be a little bit more informative of what the video is actually about. You know, Jay Williams, Bill Feasy, all these guys, their thumbnails are very like broad. You don't really know what you're getting into until you click one of the videos. So with that being said, man, let's go to get into this video and see
all that much different. No sooner I get out the van, there's a dude standing there, black dude. You're Jay Williams. I am Jay Williams. Other dudes are looking at me. These guys don't know me. They're from other jails, other parts of the state. And we're all going to this receiving. They kind of glance at me. It's like, man, I love your videos. Telling another CO, hey, this is Jay. You know what it says? This is Jay Williams. Hey, look, look at this. Start showing this dude on the phone. This is him. Bro, what is you doing? Ain't no logical explanation for this, man. There's nothing I can say. I'm here. All right, well, look, I need you. Strip down. Do this, do that. So it went from straight conversation to piss in a cup and to strip all my clothes off. I come back out. Now I've got my prison attire on at this place. It was light blue for this building. And some other buses have shown up.
We gotta go back. We missed like a big part of the story.
Clear. If you're locked up, you're going to have a cellmate. You find yourself doing time, you are going to end up in the cell with multiple people throughout the course of years. When I say multiple, it could, depending on where you're at, it could be 20 people. It could be 50 people. It could be 100 people. In 10 years' time, I had a lot of cellmates. You never know who you're going to walk in a cell with. Now, if that person stays in the cell or not, that's on you. In all those years, I've had some cool dudes I was in the cell with that I've stayed up with after prison. Then I've had some dudes in the cell. It's like, you wake up and we doing this again? I gotta look at you again? You've got good and then you've got bad. Now, I've done some stories on some in the past that were just terrible human beings. Bad people. Spoke on. But this recent one, this last one, this dude, it's not so much his charges that made him a bad man. He wasn't a savage. He wasn't out drilling. He wasn't out op hunting, you know what I mean? He was just a whole different type of, you know what? I've said enough already. Worst cellmates. We're doing a new one. This is off the most recent bid. Hope you enjoyed today's video just as much as I enjoy making it. Without further ado, you know I'd have seen it. You know I'd have lived it. So let's relive it. Now, dude never did nothing to me. I'm gonna make that very clear. He never did anything to me. Didn't have any crazy charges. I've looked this dude up. So I'm not gonna put his name out there. We're just gonna call him Shorty. That's his name, Shorty. Now, if you watch my older videos or videos I've done in the last year and a half or so, I've mentioned his name. But we're not doing that today. We're going to call him Shorty. This is a guy I met getting off a prison bus. Now, the way it works, when you show up to a prison, you got to go through a whole process. They've got to check you, to make sure you're healthy. They got to do a mental evaluation. You got to go to property. You got to get clothing. There's a whole checklist of things you're going to do before you get to your actual housing unit. Your analysis, the list just goes on and on. But one thing most of us have in common about getting to prison is when you get off the bus, you're not by yourself. Sometimes there's other vans showing up, multiple buses showing up. And that was the situation with this place, a place called Nottoway Correctional Center. Now, I was coming straight from the jail. I was going to Nottoway receiving. 5 other guys with me on this transport van. We get there, we get off, we get in line, and this time the first things first, before y'all even change out your clothes, you're going to piss in this cup. Now, upon getting here, I'm already known. I'm known from YouTube. Guys in the jail are approaching me. So getting here,
damn, nigga, how you get popping on YouTube and go back to jail? Damn, Jay, come on, man.
Expect it to really be all that much different. No sooner I get out the van, there's a dude standing there, black dude. You're Jay Williams. I am Jay Williams. Other dudes are looking at me. These guys don't know me. They're from other jails, other parts of the state. And we're all going to this receiving. They kind of glance at me. It's like, man, I love your videos. Telling another CO, hey, this is Jay. You know what it says? This is Jay Williams. Hey, look, look at this. Start showing this dude on the phone. This is him. Bro, what is you doing?
Ain't
no logical explanation for this, man. There's
doing way too goddamn much, bro.
Nothing I can say. I'm here.
Nigga business.
Well, look, I need you. Strip down. Do this, do that. So we went from straight conversation to piss in a cup and to strip all my clothes off. I come back out. Now I've got my prison attire on at this place. It was light blue for this building. And some other buses have shown up. Some other vans have shown up. And you've now got a line of guys that are getting ready to go through the same thing I did. Go pee, go strip down, answer these questions before we go to the next phase of being locked up and going to our building. There's a group of guys that just got here from this jail. It's like 6, 7 of them. It's a good sized group. And I look through the group to see if I know anybody. This little sawed off dude, when I mean sawed off, I would say he's 5 foot, 5'1". He's not the biggest dude, but you can tell that at some point in his life he worked out. Probably during one of his 5 prison bids. And you got dudes that I guess they think we've been there. Why y'all aren't that smart? Some of y'all ain't been to prison. Like, we're clearly going through what y'all go through, and dudes are asking questions. Hey, y'all know if it gets jumping here, man, they ain't have nothing in the jail. Like, they got all that here. Another dude I'm with is like, man, it's prison. They got everything. Whatever. Dude's like, man, it's been 18 months. And a little dude chimes in. What you think they got here? You think they got some met? You think they got some fent? Like, what you think they got here? And these dudes are now just conversating between each other. I'm more or less trying to get to my building. I've had a black box on all morning. It's dug into my wrist. My hands hurt. My ankles hurt from the shackles. I want to get to my building. Just get my stuff put up, lay down. This has been a long-ass journey that started at about 3 o'clock this morning. But even in that initial, whatever you want to call that, he was talking to himself. He would say something to the dude in front of him because all of them came from the same jail, so they know each other. And then after they finished their conversation, I'd see him, he'd still be talking. Did I miss something? Is there a person that I don't see here? So we finish this up. We go into another small building where we got to sit in chairs. And we wait for your name to be called. This is medical. They're going to take your blood, make sure your DNA is on file, all that good stuff, right? Then they start handing out housing assignments, beds, cells, who's going where. They give everybody a paper, and this little paper's got your name on it, your inmate number. Then it's got a building and a cell number. I look at mine. I look around this room with all these dudes in here. There's a couple of dudes in here I could see myself having to be in a cell with and I'd be cool with. There's a couple of dudes in here I really hope I don't end up in a cell with. I look at Shorty. Shorty's looking at his paper. He's asked somebody, hey, what's this right here mean? And the dude says it out loud. Lower A, East Side. I look at mine. Lower A, East Side. Says the cell number. I look at mine. It's the same cell number. No. I just saw that man talking to himself. And he's done asked everybody he's come across that I've seen him talk to where he can find drugs at. I don't want to be in a cell with this dude. We head on to our building. Now, you've got guys that I'll see on the compound here and there, but I'm not going to see them day to day. Only one dude that I went there with, a dude named Star, that's on, hey, shout out to Star, would end up in my building in my pod. I did, however, end up in there with guys I knew from my last bid, guys I knew from other jails, guys I knew from the streets. There's a bunch of different dudes in this pod. T, Jermaine, Poochie, Dread. It's a bunch of dudes I knew in here when I came in. But I go ahead and I make my way to my cell. Upon coming in, the place smells like burnt trash because everybody's now doing K2. And that stuff comes on paper. So they're smoking paper. It may get them funky, but it still smells like burnt paper. But I go ahead, I walk in, I see the eyes on me. A couple different people yell out. I go up the staircase on the top tier, and I make my way to my cell. These other guys are scragglers. They're coming on in. They're going to their cells. He walks in, puts his stuff down. I've already gotten over to the bunk area. I'm moving. We ain't got a whole lot. We ain't got our property yet. And he says, yo, my name is... I said, what's up? My name is Jay. Just kind of do this, go back to what I'm doing. He said, hey, look, they got me on the bottom. It says B right here. And I just kind of look at him. And he goes, I don't even sleep on the bed. Come again? I sleep on the floor. This is all within the first 5 minutes of really talking.
Yeah, this nigga definitely, yeah. Him being an addict, yeah. Yep, makes sense. Makes total sense.
This dude, yeah, I sleep on the floor. So you don't want your bunk? No, I sleep on the floor. I said, all right, bet, whatever. Just try to stay away from the toilet and stay away from the door, man. I don't want to piss on you, and I don't want to trip over you going to the door. Oh, I'm good. I said, I sleep right up next to the wall. 100% God's honest truth. I sleep up next to the wall. I said, all right, cool. He said, you can have that mat, too. I don't use the mat. I done met some crazy dudes. I've met some dudes that sleep on the steel. That means like the metal slab, the metal grate that your mat's supposed to go on. I've met men that for many, many years slept on that metal. I can't tell you why, but he's not the first person I've heard say this. I just have never met anybody that strictly sleeps on the floor. I've met guys sleep on the rack, sleep on concrete, sleep on steel, whatever it may be the bed's made of, but to just sleep on the dirty ass floor is filthy. We walk in and out of here and you're going to sleep on the floor. No sheets. The clothes they gave him and the net commissary bag, the laundry bag, and the other little papers.
Yeah,
He
nigga, you don't get cold as fuck. Like,
balls that up, makes a pillow out of it, and he legitimately sleeps on the floor. The man said he liked the way the cold concrete felt against his body, which made sense to him. I mean, not to mention at this point, it is miserably hot in here. We're talking June, July. It's blistering. There's no air movement. It's very stagnant. But yes, it was hot. So maybe that's why he chose to sleep on the floor. I don't use the sheets. I don't use the mat. I don't want the bunk. I'm like, this dude's nuts. I'm gonna be real with you. First 5 minutes,
hit that nigga with a,
I beg your pardon?
like,
this dude is nuts. But if that's the worst I got to worry about is that he wants to sleep on the floor, we're doing okay, right? Dun, dun, dun. It always ends bad. I go ahead, I make my bed, I take my sheet tied around the edge of my mat down there, take it to this end, tied around the end down there, put my blanket on, take the sheets he's not using, wrap that around that bag of clothes they gave me, I make myself a pillow, put the rest of my stuff where it's got to go. Remember, we ain't got much now, just what they've given us. When out of nowhere, I hear somebody go, "Hey, yo, do you get high?" I look over at the door and there's this big ass black bald head peering at me through the chuck hole. This is a big dude. The dude that was running around this time, people know he was a big dude. He's a cadre. He's a dude that works in this pod strictly to help the new guys coming in. Passes out laundry, if you need tissue, whatever. He's the guy that does all that. He's at the door. "Hey, you get high?" I turned to look at him and say no. Before I could say anything, this dude is sprung up off the floor and he's at the chuck hole. "What you got?" "Got whatever you want." What you got? What can I get right now?" "Get whatever you want." "All right, well, let me get like a variety. You can do like different things. I give you $100. You bring me some different things. "Yeah, I got you." Look, soon as I come out, I'm going to jump on the phone with my mom. She's going to send that. What's your cash app? Dude's already got this stuff planned. Pulls his little cash app out of his pocket. Here, when you're done, ball that up, throw it away, flush it down the toilet, make it disappear. "I got you." As soon as I get to the phone, I'm going to take care of that. "When you coming back?" Mind you, I've sat down in the bunk and I'm looking at this transpire like, I got a whole entire pluck in the cell. Now, I'm not knocking nobody for getting high, right? People go through things. I've done it myself. Why lie? But to be locked up behind, and we'll get into this, getting high, and to still want to get high is mind-blowing. You've lost everything. You've lost your freedom, the love, everything. And you still want to get high. Your priority while you're here, it's not to fix yourself, not to try to tighten some of these screws you got loose, but to get high again. Dude rolls out. He's not gone very long. He comes back and squats down the door. Shorty goes over the door. He says, "Hey," and leaves something in his hand. He grabs a piece of paper out that rolled up sack that he was going to use as a pillow, lays it on the sink, and he starts dumping things out. That man's got strip. He's got fetty. He's got meth. And then there's a piece of K2. Sped, deuce, a lot of different places got different names for it. We're just going to call it what it is, K2. That's what I said, "Nah, I'm good, man. I don't do nothing." "You sure?" I said, "Look, I'm good. Nah, I'm good." All right. So he's over there messing around the sink and he starts talking to himself. "Oh, we going to get fucked up today. Oh, this wild time." I try to tell them. Then I try to tell
we getting fucked tonight. Oh, we getting fucked tonight. Oh, we getting fucked tonight.
them. I tried to tell them it was going to be jumping when we left the jail. That's why I'm glad he's talking to himself. Now, they giving us the little prison pamphlets, the books. I ain't got nothing to read at this point. So I'm just like kind of thumbing through it, reading to see what's changed, what's new, what's to get down with this place. This man's still talking to himself. So I watch him. That's gone. The Fetty Wap is now in the nostril. He's done with that. He goes to the door. He stands there holding his nose.
I'm gonna be honest, Jay. That slurp was kind of insane. That slurp, that was a very questionable slurp.
Lean his head back, takes some water, does what he does with it. Now he's gassed. When I mean gassed, the man is just, he's standing at the door, but he's leaning over. This is all within the first 20 minutes now. It could possibly have been 30 minutes. We ain't reached an hour, and this man is at the door, and he is nodding, and he's leaning. I said, yo, you all right? Like, please don't fall out in here. You just said y'all been in the jail for this amount of time. You ain't done nothing over a year. Please don't fall out in here. Don't do that. Don't have me all jammed up because you're an idiot. He shakes back to life, leans up and goes, yeah, I'm good. I'm decent. Goes back over to the sink. He's crushing up the meth. Boom. He snorts that up. He goes from leaning to wide-eyed, then leaning. I'm like, oh, this dude's this is the equivalent of speedballing. This dude's up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, he's gassed. Sits down on the floor, and he would lean his head back, and then his eyes would pop open, and he would lean sideways, then his eyes would pop open, and I'd say after maybe another 30 minutes or so, the meth more or less took over to where he was just geeked out of his mind. He takes his toothpaste cap, rips a piece of that Suboxone off on the bottom of the toothpaste cap, drops it in there, hits it with some water, stirs it up with his pinky, and then puts that to his nostril, and that's gone too. And yes, that's a little crazy to say, but it's how dudes are doing the subs most times. They're putting it in the cap, stirring it with water, and it's gone up the nose, right? So in a matter of an hour, I've watched this dude consume 3 different narcotics. I've watched him just go all the way in, and I use the word narcotic because you can only say but so much on YouTube. I've watched him go all the way in. The only thing he hasn't done yet is the K2, because he ain't got no light. He's got to send somebody to the microwave, make a fire, bring him back a wick, and then he can do what he's going to do. And I'm just thankful at this point he ain't done that. He's gone out of his mind. This dude has done took his shirt off. He's sweating. He's sitting down. He's standing up. He's pacing. And I'm just looking at him. I said, man, you all right? Like, he's starting to, honestly, this is an hour in. You're already starting to get on my nerves. God knows how long we will be here until we get to the next prison, and you are already starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, I'm good. So a little bit of time goes by, and they bring us our trays. Them cadre dudes pass out trays as well. They come to the cell. Passing my tray, I'm sitting on the bunk. I pop the top open. I cannot believe I'm eating this shit again. He takes his tray, sets it on the top bunk. Doesn't use the top bunk. The top bunk became like storage for us. We just put things up there. I ended up taking one of them sheets and stretching it out so things from up top wouldn't fall on me. We just used it as storage. He sets his tray up there. He goes back to the door. He's watching. There's movement going on. Up until now, you look out the door and you just see guys looking back at you. You see other guys trying to see what's going on. And there was a select few that were allowed out to run around. He's at the door. He turns around and goes, you want another tray? Okay, this is pretty much the only good thing next to this bunk situation that's happened since I've met this dude. I said, you don't want your tray? Nah, just let me get the bread off of it. All right. And I'm guessing that's because he's gassed up. He's not hungry. He takes the bread, wraps it in some tissue, wraps it in both directions, puts it on top of the bunk, hands me the tray. Great, we have meat rock. Thought I'd never eat meat rock again. You don't know what meat rock is, that means you ain't been to prison. And don't go to prison because you don't want to eat meat rock. Facts. Whatever. I take it, I put it on my tray. Take the cabbage off the tray. Yes, they cabbage you to death in prison. Dudes are going back down the tier. Hey, tell the big dude, the big black dude, to come holler at me when you get a chance.
Pause. You could have just said the black dude. You didn't have to add the big part in there.
You're talking about such. Yeah, tell him such sale said, come holler at me. This dude comes back. You can't make this shit up. This is in... now we're inside the 3-4 hour mark of being in the cell together. Dude comes back to the door. Hey, if I give you my PIN number, can you jump on the phone for me? I mean, jump on the phone for you. I don't need your PIN number. If you give me a phone number, I'm gonna go get on the real phone, not the prison phone, and I'll make a call real quick. Why, what's up? I need you to call my mama until I said send you 175. Tell her I said this, and this. That way she'll know it's me. Tell her I just got here. Tell her I ain't got no commissary, no nothing. And to send you to 175, and you going to give that stuff to me. So just call your mom. Yeah. But the 75, look, I need some more. You bring me some more of the Met and some more of the Fein. I'm going to make that phone call. If we good, I'll bring it back to you. No, I'm good. Just give it to me. Just grab it real quick. You going to call. She going to tell you it's good. She'll send it. He said, look, man, let me make this call real quick. And if we good, I'll bring it right back to you. So he disappears over to his cell. It ain't 5 minutes later, he's back at the door. Yeah, man, people, good people. Your mama says she loves you. Stay out of trouble. Yeah. Real scumbag type shit. A lot of dudes have done it. That's what addiction will lead you into, screwing over everybody. Now, I so badly want to go to sleep. I've done ate dinner. We ain't coming out tonight. We're done. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Stuck in the cell. And mind you, like I said, we have nothing. We just got here. There's no fan. There's no radio. There's nothing. Just concrete walls and a tweaker. He's back at the sink. He's snorting his stuff again. He snorts the other stuff. Now he's up, he's down. He's up, he's down. I want to lay back and go to sleep. But I'm not about to go to sleep with this dude tweaking in the cell. I'm not about to go anywhere with this dude tweaking in the cell, but keep my eye on him.
Right.
So I go ahead and I lay back and I do my best to get comfortable, and he's pacing. And after him doing that for what seemed like eternity, he would just walk from the bunk to the door, from the bunk to the door. I'm talking like this. To the point you're looking at him, you're like, man, we ain't gonna keep doing this. Once again, I'm asking him if he's straight. Starting to get on my damn nerves, but just got here. Don't want to be that guy. So, man, you straight? Yeah, I'm good. Eyes are bugging. I said, so look, you got to chill down. You skitzing me out. You got me paranoid and I ain't even done nothing. Like, bro, you got to sit still. Find you a spot. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, tell you what to do, but you got to find you a spot, man. You have damn near walked a hole in the floor. As I'm telling him this, he's still walking. He can't stop. He stops, turns at me, goes, is it bothering you? I said, yeah, it's bothering me, man. You ain't sat down. You ain't stopped moving. Like, chill. I want to lay back. All right, no disrespect, man, but you got to calm down. You right. Let me hit the fit. Nah, you got, come on, man. And he's got this stuff just laying on the sink. He goes over to the sink, hits his stuff, goes and sits down. Good. I can finally rest. I lay my head back, close my eyes, open my eyes periodically, and look over. This dude finally lays down. I go to sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night. Mind you now, this is day number 1. I wake up 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to talk, and it's very quiet in here, so you're going to hear any noise that's made. I wake up to talking. I look, he's now set up, and he's got his back against the wall. He is dusty and dirty as hell from laying on the floor. His back is dirty from laying on that floor, and he's got his head down, and he's talking. Like he's legitimately looking down at the floor between his legs, and he's carrying on a conversation with somebody. And I say, hey, shorty, you all right? I'm always asking this dude if he's all right, because he's always doing shit that would make you think he ain't all right. I said, shorty, you all right, man? He continues this conversation with himself. I say, yo, bro, you good? And eventually, like, I guess it registers I'm talking. He looks over at me. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. I just woke up. I'm gonna lay it back down. I said, all right, man. Just you talking. I thought somebody was at the door or something. Nah, man. I talk a lot, man. I talk to myself. I said, you answer yourself? This is real shit in the middle of the night. I said, you answer yourself? Because you know what they always said. You talk to yourself, and that's not crazy. But if you answer yourself, you're crazy. He said, oh, I have whole entire conversations, but you'll figure that out, man. My bad. I ain't mean to wake you up. Can it get worse? Now, to paint the picture once again, this is a white guy. 5 foot, 5'1". Kind of stocky. Got a bunch of tribal tattoos.
5 foot, 5'1". Damn. Yeah, nah, he was doomed to fail. Like he had no future going on. He was set up, yeah, extremely for failure.
Tattoos on him that you can tell he got done throughout his years of doing all these multiple bids in prison. Now, believe me when I tell you, it only gets worse. It gets much, much worse. We fast forward a week or so. He's been in the cell now. His money is, getting funny. He's trying to get more money from his mom, and that's who he's using. That's the only person he's got that's going to send him money. Now, she sent him canteen. I dropped my slip as soon as I got there. Boom, couldn't wait to put the canteen slip in. Man, my stomach is rumbling. Tired of these trays. This dude's still periodically giving me his tray. Now, everything he does, whether I like it or not, I know about. Because we're locked in this cell for the first 7 days before you can even come out. I know now that he talks to himself all the time, that he cries in his sleep, that he will do anything on God's green earth that will get him high, that he's got some form of money. And I also know that he's running up debts. He ain't even got his bag yet, and he's doing the math, and his whole bag is gone. He owes all his stuff out. Commissary day rolls around. We've been there about a week now, 7, 8 days. And they bring the commissary in the pod, these big carts. And they got bags, and they pull them out, and your name is stapled to a receipt on the bag. And then they call your name. Your cell door slides open. You go down. They count the items. They put it in the bag. And as you're putting it in the bag, they're marking off 16 ramen noodles, 24 chips, 24 sodas. To the naked eye, this man is strapped up with the stuff he just bought. He got all the goodies. You got honey buns. Oh, you got the cookies. You got whole shebangs. You got Doritos, cheese, pickles, summer sausages, Pop-Tarts, boxes of oatmeal, bags of coffee.
God damn, bro, this nigga got more food in prison than I got right now in real life. This nigga got more food in this prison than I have in my refrigerator at this moment. That's crazy.
People, they love you. Look at you. But I already know. Ain't none of that his. The moment we get up to that cell, somebody's going to come by and he's going to be pushing that stuff out the chuck hole as they drop it into their own bag. And that's exactly what happens. Now I'm job irritated because I know what's coming next. I got to eat, drink coffee, do all the things I'm going to do because I'm not doing what you're doing. And because we're in a cell together, you think that I'm going to feed you. You think that when you need coffee, I'm going to give you coffee. That ain't how this is going to work. Now, I ain't no greedy dude. I'm not a bad dude. I'll feed anybody that's hungry, and that's a fact. If there's a way I can help somebody else in life, I will, and that's a fact. But you can't take advantage of me. You can't just go throw all your stuff away or put all your stuff up your nose and then turn and look at me and say, let me get yours. It don't work that way. You're not going to take advantage of me. I ain't no sucker. So he's now giving all his stuff away. They pop the door again. William, sell such and such. I grab my bag. I go on down. Hefty bag. I come back up. I'm strapped up. I'm on my feet. Now I can eat. I got my hygiene. Brush my teeth real quick. The prison toothpaste is disgusting. The fresh mint. Bop. No. Go ahead and hit my mouth with the Colgate. Wash my face with some soap. Now, I try to be nice at first, right? Listen to me. I try to be nice. As I'm washing my face, he says, Jay, you ordered some coffee? Yeah, I ordered 3 bags of yellow bags, 3 Keefy bags. Why, what's up? You want me to send dude over to the microwave, get us some hot water? Don't sound like a bad idea. Ain't no coffee in a week. You set up to get the hot water brought to the cell. Yeah, you can get a shot of coffee. I good looking, man. Hey, yo, can you bring us some hot water? Hey, come grab my cup, give me some hot water. Takes a shot. One for me, one for him. 2 different cups, stirs them up. Hey, good looking, Jay. Ain't no problem. Order razors on canteens. Now that I wash my face, I lather up, go ahead and fix the beard, shave the head, do all the things I do, things that needed to be done. And he's at the door, looking around at everybody. Hey, you order honey buns and stuff? I said, yeah, but I gotta nip this. We're not gonna do this. I said, yeah, but I ain't order them like that, man. I ordered enough to last me. Everything I ordered is mapped out to get me to the next store day. Oh, you right. You think somebody here got a store box? Man, you know somebody has got a store box. It's probably 3 or 4. Store box is where you go borrow food or whatever it is you're trying to get, and you got to pay it back with interest. So if you get 2 sodas and they think you're a sucker, they're going to make you pay back 4. If you get 2 sodas and they know you've done this before, all right, give me the 2 sodas back and throw a soup on top of it. Or give me 3 sodas back for the 2. They finish commissary, and for the first time, they pop our doors. I've been waiting for this moment. I need a shower. Get all my shower stuff rolled up. Like, as soon as the door comes open, I'm hauling ass to the shower. The shower's right by the control booth, which is really, really weird. Because as you're showering, like you're legitly showering, 7 feet in front of you is the control booth, and there's an officer right up above that. That's clear as day. That can see everything going on. Then periodically, you're going to look up and catch looking down at you. Like you're, come on. Stupid motherfucker, man. So I come out, I hit straight to the shower. He hit straight to the store box. He goes and gets him a little bit of food to eat. And he's going to give the rest to this dude to get high with. Here we go again. You didn't even go get what you needed to survive. You went and got some more so you could.
In his mind, shit, getting that shit is him surviving, Jay.
Get booted up. He takes the K2 he's got, the spice, the deuce, whatever you want to call it, goes to another dude in there that he was in the jail with and says, hey, can you get a light? This is when I really saw the craziness come out. If you ain't never seen nobody smoke deuce, smoke K2, do any of that, this is a whole different type of crazy. This ain't a chill thing. This ain't a relaxed. This ain't a turned up. This is a you don't know what to expect out this dude that just smoked this. He heads over to this dude's cell, smokes it, and comes out the cell, and he is wide. He's looking at everybody in the pod, not just looking, but like looking at a person and then locking in, studying them for a second, and then looking at another person, studying them for a second, and out of nowhere, he would look up at the ceiling, stare at the pipes for a while, and he's just gone. I walk down, Talked to the one dude I came from jail with. Talked to my homeboy that I've known for many, many years from doing time. And they're like, what's up with your cellmate, man? Everybody always asks me, what's up with Shorty? Hey, what's up with your cellmate, man? He's out there. Bruh, he keeps dude at y'all's door. I said, yeah, I know. And when they run up in there, if they find something and he don't claim it, I'm gonna bust his ass right there in front of him. I'm gonna beat his ass right there if I'm gonna catch a charge. Bro, be careful with that dude. Yeah, I know. See, you know, I'm about to make this dude roll his shit up and get about the cell. They're gonna lock you up. What you mean they're gonna lock me up? If you force him out the cell, I've done time before. We done time together. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I've been here before. This place is different. If you make him get out that cell, you make him do anything other than say, I'm going psych. I need to go, go to the hole because I'm having a mental breakdown. If you make it seem like y'all ain't getting along or you pressure him, they're going to lock your ass up. I said, man, come on. I'm just passing through, man. I'm trying to, still going to make me do something to him. And at this point, he ain't done that to me, but get on my damn nerves. And from here, it gets much worse.
There's no way he made me watch this whole video just to say it's gonna be a part. Alright, well, whatever, man. With that being said, whenever he drops part 2, I guess we'll come back and watch that, But yeah, let me know what y'all thoughts are so far in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Every single sub is greatly appreciated. And until next time, peace.